Hello and welcome to my first video here on the channel. My name is the Madden 25 guy, and I'm calling myself that because my favorite Madden and the version of the game that I still play to this day is Madden 25. Now, for those of you who don't know, Madden 25 is what they called what would have been Madden 14 in order to celebrate Madden's 25th anniversary, and in my opinion, it is the best version of Madden. The reason why is because I play Madden just for franchise mode. I don't care about Ultimate Team or any of this other stuff. And the one thing about Madden 25 is that it came out the same year as NCAA 14, which is the last college football video game, and in my opinion, the best football video game, period, better than any of the Maddens. And what you can do in your Madden 25 franchise is upload draft classes from your save in NCAA 14 and use them in your save in Madden 25. So I love franchise mode, and I also love the NFL draft. And Madden 25 allows you to play a franchise and draft real players from the real NFL draft from that year, thanks to being able to upload draft classes from NCAA 14. Now, I know that Madden 20 now allows you to create custom draft classes, and so maybe you can get the 2020 draft class and it'll look pretty well, and maybe you can take a decent guess at what 2021 is going to look like. But even then, I mean, Joe Burrow was talked about as a late-round pick this time last year, so that's not going to be too accurate. But the thing about Madden 25 is that you can keep updating rosters on NCAA 14 to this day. So I have the real rosters for the 2013 to 14 season, from when the initial roster is on that game up through this past year. So I now have real draft classes for 2014 through 2020 that I can now all upload to my Madden 25 franchises, which now gives me 7 years I can play into the future with all real players, all real draft classes. I can even scout players myself and draft along with the NFL draft if I get to the current year. And in Madden 20, you just can't do that. You'd get 2 years in the future at best, and then after that, you're just going to have to take fake players or take guesses that are going to end up being probably wildly wrong based on what actually happens in the draft. So that's what I really like about Madden 25. I also think the gameplay is even better than Madden 20. I think that it's a lot easier to control players, which I really like, and I think the players actually play more like themselves, particularly like at running backs, guys in the open field. A guy like Chris Johnson, a speed back, is going to play differently than a guy like Marshawn Lynch, who's more of a power back. You can really see that in the game this year, where I don't think you see as much in Madden 20. And we all know Madden 20, the gameplay, as you can see with the Madden Bowl, a guy won with a punter at quarterback, running the same play over and over again. You don't have that kind of stuff on 25. It's definitely far from perfect, but I think it's probably the best of any of the newer Maddens. But the reason why I made a YouTube channel is because I'm going to be doing something different with my newest Madden 25 franchise that I just started, which is that instead of controlling one team, playing as them throughout the years, drafting, trying to build them up, I'm going to be controlling all 32 teams in the NFL. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I miss sports, and I miss having a league to follow. I'm sure many of you guys do as well, which is why I'm putting it out here on YouTube. So basically, the idea of this, of the channel and the save that I'm working on Madden 25, is that it's going to be a league where we follow all 32 teams throughout the years, see who they sign in free agency, see who they draft, which is big for why we're using Madden 25. You can upload those draft classes, and to see who comes to dominate the league. So we're going to be just following the league, following the stats, the standings, the scores, and I will be playing one game each week. I'll be using a method that I developed when I was a kid, playing, I think, Madden 09. And back then, I was like right in between difficulty levels. I was like way too good for pro, but I'd get crushed on all pro or something like that. So what I did was, since the game was no fun if I just play against the CPU, I'd either win easily or lose by a lot, I controlled both the two teams in the game. So I set up two controllers, one on each team, even though it was just me playing. And I basically just switched controllers to whoever was on offense. And I've tried this out on Madden 25. You're actually watching the footage right now. We got a game between the All-Madden team and the Hall of Fame team. Pretty good game. And I play the offense for both teams. And I'm not controlling the defense, but that defense will play on its own. Even that player that other controller is supposed to be controlling will play on its own. It's basically like I'm just playing the CPU, but instead of playing for one team, offense and defense, I'm just playing for just the offense for both teams. So this way I can still play the games, I can still have fun with it, but you can also still have a real save where we try to follow the teams throughout the years and accomplish this mission of having a league, letting all you guys follow your own teams without me being biased in favor of one. So I will be playing for every single NFL team throughout the first 16 weeks. I'll play one game each week, and I've already made out the schedule so that I'll play with each team once, so everyone will get to see their team at least once every year. Then week 17 we'll have whichever game has the most playoff implications. Then for the first 3 weeks of the playoffs, we'll have three doubleheader episodes, and then the Super Bowl. So we'll be playing most of the key games every year, get you guys to really see how the franchise is developing and enjoy it along with me. And I'll keep you guys updated after every week on the scores from all around the league, the standings, whoever were the players of the week, and maybe some statistics. When we get to Pro Bowl voting, I'll get that in there too, and any major storylines throughout the league, retirements, coaching fires, all kinds of stuff, everything like that. And so that way you guys can all follow your team throughout the years as if it's a real NFL league, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. I know I'm really looking forward to it. Now, the final wrinkle that I've added here is that I've really embraced the fact that this is a video game, it's not real life, and I've started the franchise with a fantasy draft. Except instead of a general fantasy draft where I'll just simulate it and see what happens for every team, it's just completely random players. What I did is I actually drafted the first 10 rounds or so for every team. So I ensured that all the star players, the highest overall guys for each team, as well as the starting quarterback, running back, and wide receiver, are either current or former players from that team, or they fit in with some other general theme related to that team. Maybe they went to college somewhere in the area, or grew up in the area, or there's some other kind of general theme that relates them to that specific NFL team. I'm going to go over the rosters in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. But what I've done here is I went through the fantasy draft, and then after the draft I also made a couple trades to even out the rosters. And what we have now is going into week 1, every single team in the league, without exception, is an 80 overall. They're all exactly even. I don't know why the rating is so low. They all look pretty good to me. You will see in the next episode. But what we have now is a completely level playing field entering the season. So now it's going to be really interesting to see who comes to dominate the league. The draft's going to be really important. Free agency is going to be huge. And I'm just going to be sitting back as commissioner kind of simulating all this stuff. So we'll really get to see who comes to dominate the league. Maybe even I'll let you guys make some draft picks for your own teams for free agent signings if we can get enough interest there. I think that could be something really cool. But so yeah, that's why I think this is a particularly interesting project that I'm working on, because it's basically our own league. It is complete fantasy while also still giving you guys a lot of players that I think you all enjoy rooting for each team. So it's not just completely crazy. And I hope you guys all really enjoy this. I know I'm really looking forward to it, and I think some of you guys will as well, which is why I am going through the work of putting this out onto YouTube. Because I think a lot of people are missing sports just like I am. They want to have something to watch, something to follow, and hopefully I can deliver that for you guys. Alright, I think I've talked for long enough here. Hopefully that served as a good introduction to the series, to the channel. Please let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, or if you have any ideas for things you'd want to add to the series, any ways to make it better. I'd be more than happy to hear them, so just let me know. One thing I want to point out is that the video that you're watching right now, I did record on my iPhone. Maybe not the best way of recording something. I still think it looks pretty good. I've been trying to look into other alternatives. So screen capture devices, it looks like, are $200 or something like that. I don't really know if that's worth it, especially since this is my first video. I don't know if this is actually going to work out, if people are going to really watch it. So please let me know in the comments if you know of an easier way to do that, ideally something free or low cost. And if you guys do enjoy the series, then please like it, subscribe, tell your friends, share it. And if we do get a lot of interest, then I will try to go for one of the screen capture devices so we can get the best video quality. But basically, I'll try to upload videos hopefully every day. So this video has just been the intro. Next up is the rosters, and then after that, we're going to be going into the games every week. And I hope to upload daily. So with that being said, until next time, I am the Madden 25 guy. Thanks for watching.